Well, I want to talk about racist bras. You mentioned that at the start of the show, and Marks and Spencer have given this ridiculous apology for supposed racist bras. Now, you might think, what the hell could be racist about a bra? Well, it's the name. Apparently, the lighter coloured bras have got names after desserts and sweet things, but the darker coloured bras have names like tobacco, which are apparently negative and racist. And a shopper connected this with the whole George Floyd issue and wrote a letter. And of course, you've got a major department store indulging this insanity by issuing a grovelling apology over something that needs no apology.
Seriously, Rita, do you think, James, they're getting a bit desperate now? They're clutching at bras? I mean, well, seriously.
It does seem a little bit perverse in more ways than one. I mean, if the word tobacco is now racist, does that make my humidor full of cigars a Klan meeting? I don't know. It seems utterly bizarre. But speaking of people being triggered wrongly by race, I want to tell you about Blazing Saddles, one of the greatest films ever made.
Yep.
With a
Mel
famous
Brooks.
scene about methane emissions that I think probably everybody knows really, really well. Anyway, a brilliant film made by Mel Brooks that, of course, satirizes racism in the most hilarious of ways. But now, and we all saw this coming, HBO Max, the channel that airs it, says they're adding a 3.5-minute discussion to make sure that we have the proper social context. Proper social context discussion of Blazing Saddles so that nobody actually thinks that the bad guys who are the terrible racists and the idiots in the movie and who are lampooned at every second of that hilarious film are somehow the good guys. So, you know, like, seriously, it just shows how utterly humorless these people are and how, of course, they're looking for anything to be offended.
Well, Mel Brooks said PC culture will be the death of comedy. And he said he wouldn't be able to make Blazing Saddles in today's environment. It would just be
not in a million years.
And he's 100% correct. Very quick bit of good news. The Free Speech Union, we had Toby Young here. We told you the story of Nick Buckley, who was cancelled from his own charity for some ridiculous reason. Well, Common Sense has won, and the Free Speech Union has had him reinstated. Fighting back against cancel culture does, in fact, work. Rita, you're free of COVID virus. You can have COVID-19. Yes. We'll see you back in the studio. We'll be Outsiders on Friday night at 8 p.m. and we will see you next Sunday morning at 9 p.m. and, of course, tonight for Encore. That's it. See you.